Hey guys, it's MJ and I've laid the selfie stick down, so hopefully it's not going to wobble as much as it did in the last video. But what I want to do in this video is answer a question that Stefan actually asked. He was like, are there any tips for first years studying actuarial science? But before I get into that, I want to just take a step back because I see there's also a lot of questions about, what actually does it mean to study actuarial science? And I know at Wits University, there were various different courses that you could do. At some universities, they have an actuarial course, which I would then recommend you do that. Other universities don't have that, in which case you want to major in mathematical statistics and maybe do, first year economics and accounting as well. But if your university does have an actuarial science course, you want to go for that one. If they have multiple actuarial courses, you want to do the one that has the least amount of subjects because, like I said, this is quite a difficult course and you don't want to give yourself extra homework if you don't need to. Okay, so that being said, you've chosen the first course and you're a first year, you're starting actuarial science. What is some of the tips or pieces of advice that I can give you? Essentially, there's three things. It's humility, dedication, and patience. So let's start with humility. A lot of us, we've finished school and we've come top of the class, or we're used to getting 90% in maths, and we think we're very smart. And we come to university and we start actuarial science, and the first test you get 70% for maths and you feel devastated. Then you write statistics and you get 40% and you're just like, whoa, what is going on? I'm used to getting these high marks and now I'm getting low marks. Actuarial science is difficult, and even though you're coming from doing very well at school, you need to be humble. You need to realize that you're not as smart as you think you are. You can't just study the night before the exam. You're not too cool for lectures. You actually have to work hard. So get this pride out of the way. You do have to work at becoming an actuary. And that brings us to part two, dedication. A lot of people go to university for, it's a lot of fun. There's lots of parties. There's lots of socializing. Remember, when you're going to actuarial science, you're going there to study. I remember my mentor told me, he says, you're going to university to get a degree, not to make friends. And by choosing the actuarial path, you are going to be saying no to a lot of the social life that comes along with university, as you need to spend your weekend studying. So you can't even have a late night on Friday because you need to wake up early on Saturday to revise, study, and practice. So big piece of advice for first years is you need to dedicate yourself to this degree. You can go out every now and then, but basically say goodbye to alcohol. You cannot afford hangovers even once a week. And then finally, it comes down to patience. Okay, actuarial science, it's difficult not because there's a lot of work, but because there are these, like I said in the previous video, there's these quite difficult statistical concepts that take a time to get your head around. You're dealing with the time value of money. Our whole life we've been taught money is a constant. Now we're seeing it's random. Now we're seeing money value changes, it fluctuates. And there's a lot of instability around just general knowledge. You'll see that what is truth, there's all this doubt and there's all this fluctuation. People don't really know what's going on. And when it comes to actuarial science, there still is a lot of debate around which are the correct terms and stuff. So you need to give yourself patience when you study this stuff. You're not necessarily going to get it the first time around. You might spend hours and hours on the same TUT question. So you definitely need patience. And this is a bit of a shock to the system, specifically for people who have come out of school getting the top marks. They come to actuarial science and it smacks them hard. So remember, if you're studying actuarial science and you are in first year, remember to be humble, take each day as it comes, work hard, be dedicated, don't go to all the parties. And finally, just be patient with yourself, as it does take time for these concepts to sink in. Other than that, you should be fine. Look, it is, maybe endurance is another thing. I'm 25 now and I'm still studying, got one more exam to go. So you are in for the long haul, but at the end of the day, it should pay off. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit that little like button and feel free to ask any questions that you may have around actuarial science in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to either answer them in the comment section or make a video around them. Otherwise, study hard. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.